Why not?
And just tell me what you're seeing from your guys from week 1 to now.
I think speaking for my group as a unit, I think we made progress throughout the deal. I really do think we had a little hiccup against BYU. We just weren't technically sound, which showed on film in my eyes.
Okay.
Just not staying square, not doing some of the little things that we focus on. Got them reloaded, reeled back in on what we're doing, and it's carried over.
Yeah.
It's unfortunately we didn't get the W against Washington, but I was pleased with the way the guys played. I think they were sound inside. Their gap control was pretty dang good. In fact, what was crazy, not crazy, what I told my guys was, I said, listen, that long run, there's, we can say that's not our gap, but me as a defensive line coach, my whole deal was, how could we have helped out that safety in that particular situation? Could Christian have come off the block a little bit better? Could Marlon have, instead of coming off in his gap, could he held that gap a little bit more, maybe us close that gap down a little bit more? So it's not just about us, being on our gap. It's like the next step is how can we help out the rest of the defense? And, that's something I've been working on today, man. I made a few phone calls and to see, how we can help out the defense playing the crack toss. That seems to be a weakness of ours right now. Mm-hmm. And I know it doesn't involve us, but I've called a few coaches and say, hey, listen, what have you done in this situation to help the defense out, And so we got some good ideas that we worked on today. So that's what these bye weeks are for. 1, healing up. Mm-hmm. And then 2, you self-scout and you call the people and see what's working for them and, get ideas. So that's what we've been going on today.
What does Notre Dame do really good that you guys have to be looking at?
I think if you look at their numbers, they like to throw the ball. But at the same time, they're a big physical line. So what we're going to see is what people have been hitting us on. And I addressed that with my D-line today. We're going to see outside run, right? That's going to happen. We're going to see power. Okay, and Washington tried doing that against us. We're going to see the combos on the 3 techniques, and we're going to see a base block on the 6. And it's our job to be stout like we did against UW and deter that. I think the crack toss, the pin pulls, us finding a way to work on certain techniques to help out the rest of the guys. And the whole deal is getting on and off blocks against Notre Dame. These guys are big dudes. I feel good about our matchups. There's no question about that. But I think us getting on and off blocks it's going to be key, against those guys, because again, they'll maul you if you just stay in front of them.
Yeah.
Seen that this year and what they've done to other teams. So you go watch Georgia, you watch that game. Those guys are attacking it and they're coming off. So that's kind of my approach. But that's my approach in every game. It's just polishing it up. But the whole deal with this week is us getting clean practice reps in here.
Yeah.
We're not going very long, so it's got to be. We got to give them clear, concise directions on what we want done, and it has to be clean. And that's what we're working on now, and again, getting guys healed up.
You've been at several programs.
Mm-hmm.
How is this bye week any different than the bye weeks were anywhere else you've been?
Nope, not any different. Practices are cut down. Again, it's shorter. What I like about this is that we still have our individual periods. We're still prepping. We're ahead. Usually, most places I'm at probably spend a little bit more time on working with the younger guys.
Uh-huh.
Coach gave us the last 10 minutes of practice to do that after the vets left.
Okay.
But what I like about this is that we're getting blocks of Notre Dame. So we've already started our first and second down installment yesterday and today.
Okay.
And I think it's great because, what are we in, game 5, 6 we're going into?
6.
So this is a much needed break. We got some guys that's really, really banged up. And I think the approach we're taking right now is a smart approach in regards to what coach is thinking of not beating these guys up. Mm-hmm. I think we're past that phase already. Every college football team is past that phase. It's just about getting healed up and getting the guys ready to play next week, getting them ready to practice next week. Do you expect
your guys are you expecting most of your guys to be ready for this game?
Yeah, it's no secret. It's out there. Christian's he's banged up. I really appreciate his toughness, his mental toughness, his physical toughness of of getting out there and playing. But we got to get that ankle squared away, and everybody knows it already, so it's no secret.
Yeah.
Jay Tufele, getting him healthy, shoots that cut on his hand from Fresno State has still been bothering him. So I think these next couple of days of him not hitting anything, him keeping his hands clean, it's going to be a big help. And then I tell you what, Marlon, making sure Marlon's nothing's wrong with Marlon. We got to make sure nothing happens to Marlon. That guy's an absolute stud right now. He's playing lights out.
Yeah.
And again, getting guys like Connor Murphy, Caleb Tremblay more reps in practice, and like I said, you can never get enough reps for Drake. He's still a young pup. No matter how good Drake Jackson is, every rep counts for him. So this bye-week practice with the individual, the development we have with the young guys after is critical for these guys. So
Let's do one more.
yeah,
What does Marlon mean in the middle of that line for you?
man, Marlon is the heartbeat of the defensive line right now. He's playing fundamentally and technically sound. He's playing with some dominance inside, and it shows on film. It shows what goes on in the middle of the defense. He's such a leader by example. He's not a real vocal guy. If you guys know Marlon, he don't say much, but he is leading by example on just the things he's doing on and off the field. And he's been great. I mean, I've gotten a number of positive comments from other people in regards to how he's playing. Like I said, I made some calls these last couple of days to coaches that I know, that some old NFL guys that follow us, follow my career, and these guys are really, they had some good stuff to say about Marlon. Marlon just needs to again continue to be consistent, which he has been, and continue to make plays. I think this might be the first game he doesn't have a tackle for loss. But he's been active in the middle, just stuffing it. I mean, you guys see it.
Yeah.
You guys see the game. So it's an absolute pleasure working with that guy. I enjoy working with that kid every day. I enjoy working with my D-line every day. I mean, they're a good group of kids, and, they're not happy with the results, and they want to do what they can to fix it. Like I said, we're doing all we can to do some research on how we can fix certain things. We can't fix everything, but if there's one thing we can tweak going into the next 7 weeks, then we've got to try to figure it out.
Thank you, Coach.